tap to activate.
Well, guys, I'm so sorry. I was messing around earlier when I was testing out my I guess you could say music equipment. I was up here near messing with it, but so after lunch, I'm gonna get into the story. So I had I had several like mean teachers in school. Like I had several of them, not just one. I had several mean ass teachers who would just grill you like about every little thing. They didn't care who you were, what time, they didn't care. So, I'm not gonna, drop names, but I was in high school and this one teacher, not gonna drop names, but this one teacher, this one butthurt teacher was just mad. She just came into school one day and, she came in really upset. And I believe, guys, if I'm not mistaken, she had this kid named John. I almost said his name. She had this kid in the class, and I almost said his name. I'm sorry, but she had this kid in her class, and she went. You know what? She went. One day she just came in, and I don't know what happened. Like she must have had a bad night. She, not enough sleep. Something like that. But she comes in one day, she comes into school, and she's in there, and she's sitting there in class, and all of a sudden she just turns around, and she looks at the kids, like she's just mad at this point, like she's just and it makes me smile when I think of it, but she turns around, and she looks at my friend, and my friend, it's kind of he's kind of like, I'm not going to say retarded, because that would be the wrong thing to say. But, that would be the wrong thing to say. But, anyway, you might want to, reconsider listening to this story. But, she turns around, and she walks up to my friend, and he has his cell phone out. And he's not supposed to have it out. He's not supposed to have the cell phone out in class. Like, you're not supposed to do that. That's a no-no in school. You're not supposed to have your phone. That's a no-no. So he had it out in class, and he was like on his phone. He's going on Twitter. I think he's been going on Facebook a few times. I think he went on YouTube a few times. And I got an interesting story. And it's so cool. So this kid, now I'm not trying to take from anybody else's story, but I had the same experience as this one YouTuber had. Like, not like, I had sort of the same experience, but not, it was in a classroom, okay? And it was when this dude hissed at her like a cat. Now I've had the same experience, like I said, the same experiences, but this wasn't like in a road, in a highway. This was in a classroom. And, he was like, I don't know what was wrong with him. Like, he just got up one morning and decided he would just run in and act like a cat, I guess you could say. So anyway, he comes in, school, and all of a sudden, he just disappears. Like, the teacher just walks over and is like, where's can I give him a name? Where's Chase at? Where's Chase at? And all of a sudden you hear that. All of a sudden you hear that, and I'm like, oh shizzies! And he just comes out with the most. I'm talking about. I mean, he's sitting over there in the classroom and he's doing that, and this teacher is almost about to flip out, and then all of a sudden, this dude, he comes out with his head. I mean, he doesn't hiss. He's just chasing this daggum teacher. Like, okay, he had a cat mask on to start. And he's chasing, according to what my friends told me, he's chasing this teacher. And the teacher runs over to her desk and runs into it And she's so scared that she sits down in the desk, and he stands up and he's laughing after he does this. Okay, he's crawling across the floor like a cat, and like he didn't hiss or anything. Like he just crawled across the floor, and just as soon as he got up, he started laughing at her. And the teacher's like, "Come on, dude, it's not funny at all." And like the teacher, the whole rest of the day, she was like watching him, and so lunchtime comes, and now lunchtime at our school was like it was like crazy. I mean, like it was really like crazy. Lunch was not like, you know. So lunch when lunch came, my buddy, he's like, man, he's like, you know what? He's like, we're gonna or he was, I wasn't, he was. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to the teacher. And I'm like, dude, she's your teacher, man. She's not a girl that you need to be flirting with. Yeah, but she's so hot, dude. I'm like, man, you know what? Alright, you know what? If it satisfies you, fuck it. Go talk to her. So he goes into her classroom at lunch, and he starts talking to this lady. And this teacher is talking to him. And about maybe 5 to 10 minutes into the conversation, me and my buddy walked by the classroom, and my buddy that I was with, his name's EJ. But when I was with my buddy EJ, he's my best friend, still is today. I bet if I saw him that he would be happy to see me. But he came. Me and him was walking by, and he's like, "Yo," he's like, "Hey," he's like, "Raymond, check this out." He's like, "They're in there," and I'm like, "They wasn't doing anything. They were just talking." And when we got done talking, they finally got done talking, and they finally like moved over to like her desk area, like over there where you couldn't like see what was going on. And so they moved over. So they move over to the desk, and this dude comes running out. Like, I'm talking, like, running out the classroom. And he was bragging about he got to kiss a teacher. He kissed this teacher. Like, they just went to the classroom. Here's what happened. Here's what he told me. Here's what another witness told me that was, like, sitting in the back of the classroom. They didn't even know this witness was in there. This witness was sitting in the back of the classroom. He said that he walked up to her desk, and they just locked. They just sucked face, man. They just started kissing, like just doing it. And so the funny thing was he ran out the classroom, and nobody got her in trouble. Like, you know, I could see, you know, hey man, kissing a teacher. If you want to kiss a teacher, go ahead. You know, that's you. But you know, don't get caught by kissing a teacher. If you're gonna kiss a teacher, you know, do it. I say do it. I say if you're gonna kiss a teacher, then you know, do it after school. Don't do it during school hours, because you're gonna get your ass caught. And when you get caught, man, you know, well, this is a long commentary. But to make a long story short, that day ended. I went to church that night, and that night, Tuesday night in church, I had this girl walk up to me, okay, and I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to drop her name. But, so, this was like weird, okay? I mean, it was like so weird. So she walks up to me there in church, and I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting. Like, it was the time, it was a long time. Let's see how long that was. It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I believe, this happened. And she walked up to me, she goes, you know, you're handsome. And I went, wow, thanks. And so my pastor gets up there, and he starts preaching on what's right and what's wrong. And hey, man, you're doing good by doing that. Hey, I give my credit to him, you know. But then he, in the middle of church, he pulls out a fucking smartwatch, a fucking like a smartwatch, and he puts that shit on, and he starts wearing that damn thing. Okay, he starts wearing that shit. My pastor has a fucking smartwatch, and he's wearing that damn thing. Okay, he's got it, he's wearing it, He's walking around showing everybody in the church what it does. And I'm like, you know what? Smartwatches, you know, I don't like them because, like, I don't like them. Like I said, I got a phone. You know, I don't like them things. You can have them, but he's actually wearing this damn thing. He walks around and he's showing it to people. And there's nothing wrong with showing a smartwatch off. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with doing that. And in this video, like, there's nothing wrong with this video either. But especially my friend kissing a teacher, that kind of sucked. And that was going over the line, you know, kissing a teacher, you know. But he was wearing this smartwatch, and he see, the smartwatch, what it does is it Bluetooths to your phone. Like you Bluetooth it to your phone, and you can use the damn thing. Like, you text on it, or some of them you can, like. But some of them, they're just Bluetooth to your phone, and you, like, tell time on it, but you just can't talk on it. Like, some of them are Bluetooth to your phone, but you just can't. You can't text. You can't talk on them. You can't do it. You can just, like, you know, it'll run with your phone, but that's how they work. So he didn't get the kind you could talk on or text, but he got a pretty good ass smartwatch. And by the end of the service, he has this thing, and he's bragging how he likes it and everything. And I'm like, wait, there's nothing wrong with liking it. I mean, you know, if you got the money to buy a smartwatch, go ahead, buy 4 or 5 of them. You know, I'm not really caring how many. You know, if you buy 4 or 5 of those smartwatches, and you know, you use them, and you're like, no, you know, this ain't right. So yeah, I mean, they Bluetooth to your phone, and I mean, like I said, they're awesome to have. But anyway, guys, don't be like this dude. Don't kiss a teacher. You know, don't do that shit, because that's just gonna get you in a lot of trouble, and that's gonna like probably suspend you and the teacher. So please don't kiss a teacher. And man, this was a long commentary, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later.
Start record.